Hi everyone, Bulletproof Traders, we're back. Guys, we had a crazy day yesterday. I would call it a nasty day. It was a nasty day. It was a very violent day. Unfortunately, we got caught in the middle, right? One of our positions got stopped out, I believe unnecessarily, and we're gonna come back. I'm talking about the pound Aussie, of course. But guys, we're pretty much right in the money. Basically, all of our positions are starting to move, right? To move to the right direction. I mean, take a look, the Aussie Canadian here. I mean, finding some very strong support at an 89.80. That's very good news. It's very good news. It was coming, it was coming to break that level and complete a full downside leg towards the lower section. Right now, I don't think that's gonna happen. So, and we were ready to double down here at the bottom, right? But I don't think that's going to be necessary. I think we're going to be able to, to push one more trade above 90.26 soon. All right, so that's good. Now the Euro Canadian, even though it pushes upwards slightly today, you can definitely appreciate what happened here yesterday. Take a look, right? That spike in both 47.59 and 47.41. We think that's very good news, basically, right? So we pushed one more trade, guys. We're 40% running here at the moment. That's how confident we are on the Euro Canadian downside move. All right, Aussie dollar, guys, is just facing that resistance at 67.60 coming from below. It managed to complete the move, basically. It's such a tight range. I can only hope this time it's going to push, push strong and break the hell out of that purple system here. Yeah, so one of the videos today, guys, you know about it. Euro pound. If you didn't watch it already, go ahead and check it out. Beautiful situation. I know it's unfamiliar because it wasn't. We did not track this one. It wasn't. It wasn't on our watch list. Now it is, but it wasn't. That's probably because we took it out probably about a month ago, maybe even 2 months ago. We got it out, out of the radar, so to speak. Because of technical details, obviously. And I knew that we are gonna keep watching it with one eye, but it looks like we were kind of missing a few days. But basically, we just caught it, right? We just caught it breaking below 90.68, and also the 200-day moving out. Sorry, the neckline. It only happened here. It only happened yesterday, but still, usually we see these type of moves right from the head, right? Just as the head starting to fold, we're starting to identify that and take action. This time we were kind of late a little bit, but still, obviously, there's a massive move ahead of us. 500 pip. That's the potential. It's a very nice trading range. Trading ranges. One of the most powerful setups that we have. But we gotta have that break below 90.68, right? We don't have that yet, but so we'll see. All right, guys, Euro Aussie. You can see what's going on, right? It's pushing back from that, that strong area. 2 key levels, 64.07, 64.18. Price is completely caged in here, right? It's like a pressure cooker here between these two key levels. It should explode at some point. Hopefully it's gonna explode to the in our favor, of course. And we know the big picture. I'm not gonna talk about it. You already know it by heart. Also, guys, New Zealand Japanese yen seems to be, well, yesterday was a very disappointing move on the downside, but it came back pretty much all the way. We actually decided to push one more trade. So we're running 20% position size at this point. And of course, the big disappointment, guys, was the pound Aussie, which I believe is overshooting. This is a false breakout. That's what we think. And it's going to come back. But we can't risk coming back before price is, you know, crossing 80.64 here. We need price to cross below the 200-day moving average, right? And that key level by the end of today. It has to do it. If not, forget about it, right? We're not going to take it, obviously, and it's actually going to be there's going to be some serious implications if it's going to stay above these two elements by the end of the day. We might actually need to consider taking out other positions that we have. You know, we're holding other highly correlated currencies, such as the Euro Aussie, of course, highly correlated. We can also mention the Euro Canadian, right? The same group, the Euro block commodity crosses. So guys, it's very important. Price will come back down, cross back below 80.64, and guess what? We're gonna go back in, right? It's pretty simple. We're gonna go back in, and hopefully we're gonna be able to recover that loss. It wasn't a big loss. It wasn't too small either. It was only 10% position size, but it was a big move. So it at a little, you know, it hurt a little bit, I have to say. We also closed out the dollar Canadian, guys, and overall in a small profit. Not too small, by the way. It actually offset the whole loss on the pound Aussie, so that's good. I mean, actually, I need to present it the other way around. The pound Aussie loss actually offset the profit we had on the dollar Canadian. So that's not a very good thing basically. But we decided to get out, guys. You know how uncomfortable we feel about the dollar Canadian right from the get-go. We felt uncomfortable here. We were basically just looking for a reason to get out, to be honest, you know. And we think the reason came, obviously, the correlation analysis, looking at the Aussie dollar that needs to go upwards. That obviously kind of puts the whole situation here, in a shaky situation. But also, guys, yesterday, price came from below after breaking back below. Forget about that break a couple of days ago, because I already said that it has zero respect, right, for the 33.06, the mid-high key level, and 200-day moving. No respect here. Just keeps playing around with them. But guys, take a look what happened here yesterday. Price came from below and spiked that level. This time it looks like it does acknowledge, that level. These two elements that fall right on top of each other. So, this is the beginning of the day. I'm not sure how this is going to end. But at this point we decided to get out because it's more likely that price will come down and make it all the way to the lower section here. We don't want to be there. If that happens, of course, at this point, we don't think that's a good, that's not a sound technical situation right now with the dollar Canadian. So we're out, guys. I do want to mention, the watch list, right? So basically the pending opportunities, we have Aussie Swiss about to break. Hopefully it's going to happen today. 66.62, guys, right? Get ready. We're going to pull the trigger here if it does, right? Probably next week. Like I said, pound Aussie ready to come back. And also pound New Zealand, guys, we didn't get in here because we were waiting for price to cross back below 88.99, but similar to the pound Aussie, I think we had an overshooting situation. So price should come back. It's probably not going to come back by the end of the week, which is by the end of the day, right? It's not going to cover this whole distance to 89, but this distance has to be covered in 8 days. It has enough time, right? Because we expect the close to come from the monthly, not from the weekly. Right, so guys, we're gonna be ready to pull the trigger on the pound New Zealand dollar just as well. So we got 3: pound New Zealand, pound Aussie, Aussie Swiss, and you know what? We also have the New Zealand Canadian. Let me tell you this: it's gonna come back and cross above 85.45 by the end of the month, and then we're gonna have a massive upside reversal all the way to the higher section. Just saying, all right? Just keep that in mind. All right, guys, that's about that for today. That's about that for the week. Have a nice weekend, guys, and we'll see you next Monday. Take care.